Finally tonight, some headlines. You brought a headline?
Of course I did.
I'm so impressed. Hey, but I wanted to talk about it. It's a headline that's been actually percolating for over a week or so, and we have not been able to have a chance to talk about it, is the suspension of the demolitions through the land bank for 2 months, and the fact that we didn't know about it until it was back on again, nothing to see here. Yeah. We're all good again. The Detroit City Council is not happy.
I think they shouldn't be happy.
It should not be.
I think it's pretty outrageous that the mayor pulled this on them, and I'm not sure what the incentive here was. I mean, this falls into that category of the cover-up being far more egregious than the original offense. I mean, okay, so you tried to go faster on demolitions. You made some bad decisions about how to bid and how to spend money and things in the first couple of years of your administration. You can explain that away as long as you're upfront about it. I feel like they've slow-walked that, though, to be truthful, obviously, with council and with the voters. And so now it seems like a much bigger scandal than it was.
Well, we don't know how big it is because the investigation's not done.
Right.
And I think transparency's always been Mike Duggan's weak spot. And when when we were talking about him before the election, and
these were the concerns.
These were the concerns were about contracting and who gets them and how they're awarded, and that old Wayne County style of doing thing, is showing up here. It seems like. There's a lot of cronies.
I don't know how you explain it at this point.
There's a lot of cronies in that land bank, and there's a lot of political connections in that whole demolition program. And if anything bites him on the butt, I think that's going to be what does it.
And there's still a federal investigation going on with that. All right, what did you see?
Cubs win the season.
Well, that's an easy one.
Well, it's not easy. It took 108 years to get. That's not easy.
I'm an American League loyal.
So I lived in Chicago for about a year and a half. So, and I worked at that time, I worked for the same company that owned the Cubs. We could.
So are you claiming the Cubs now?
We could just go grab tickets from upstairs.
Is he changing? Is he switching it around?
I would never
Did you just jump on the bandwagon?
I would never root for the Cubs over the Tigers or the Orioles.
Right.
But I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They waited a long time.
Yeah, my husband woke my son up when it got tied up at the top. So they were up watching the game. I had gone to bed long ago. But
when I lived in Chicago, I lived on the same street as the ballpark.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Nolan, you got 40 seconds. You got something interesting.
Well, I thought it was interesting. It looks like a federal judge is going to reduce Kwame Kilpatrick's financial obligation to the city from $4 million to a little over $1 million.
You didn't know this was a Kwame Kilpatrick free zone here this year?
And I'm just thinking, $1 million, $4 million, I mean, what's really the difference if you're sitting in jail not being able to make any money?
Well, which is another issue, right? Yeah. How long should he be in jail?
Well,
I think there's an interesting question about that.
There's a petition to pardon him. Do you think that's got any chance?
I don't think he gets pardoned, but I do think his sentence raises questions about the sentencing that we have. I mean, the judge didn't have much choice given the guidelines.
But guidelines can't be reduced now, though, right?
I don't think so.
There's no avenue. He's going to sit there.
The world turns. All right, well, that is going to do it for our show. We want to remind you that Monday night at 7 p.m., we'll have a MiWeek election special live from Detroit. It is all the last-minute analysis on not only the presidential race and where Michigan stands, but important ballot proposals, the Detroit School Board election. We will have it all covered for you. Nolan, Stephen, and I, plus a whole lot of guests, live on Monday night from 7 to 8 right here on Detroit Public Television. All right, have a great week. Join us Monday night for our live show. Vote on Tuesday, and then we'll sort it all out next Thursday on MiWeek when we are downtown at the Business Leaders for Michigan CEO Summit. And we will see you next time on MiWeek. Take care. We'll sort it